You can say hi.
Hi, YouTube.
Thank you for visiting my channel. Today I wanted to discuss something special. Considering my little man just turned 4, I figured I'd discuss the day I brought him into the world. I was induced. He didn't want to come out. I was induced at 42 weeks. And I'm going to tell you my story. So I went in the night of the 23rd at 7 p.m. TMI. They made me insert something into my area. It was like inserting a tampon. At 10 o'clock rolls around and I start getting contractions. I'm like, okay, well, I call the nurse and I'm like, I think I'm ready to have the baby. Like, let's do this. And she's like, oh, no, honey. No. It's going to get a lot worse. She's like, I can give you something to take the edge off. She's like, but this is only the beginning. Yes, super exciting. So I braced myself and I was like, okay, well, it's gonna get worse. I couldn't sleep. I'm pacing the room. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. There was a song that I can't get right now because I don't have an iPhone anymore, so I can't get into my iTunes account. And there was a song that had got me through it. It was like an orchestra song, but it was like a hip hop beat, and it was just like really soothing for me to get me through the contraction so I could rest. At 7 a.m. the next day, and they wheel me in. Like, the nurse comes in, she checks all my vitals, checks how the baby's doing, see what's going on, and everything's good. She's like, so I mean, if you want, you can go walk around, take a walk, it'll help the baby to come faster. I'm like, yes, I'm ready to run around this hospital to get this baby out. Let's go, let's do this. Here I am, walking back and forth, and then I was like, well, this isn't doing much. So then I laid down. Mind you, I was at 0, like no dilation whatsoever. He was just chilling. And by 10 o'clock, from 7 p.m. the night before, I was at 5 centimeters. And I was like, well, this starting to suck. So then I took the edge off, I did it, but it didn't do anything for the pain. The pain, it just kind of made me feel drunk. So then 12 o'clock rolls around, I'm at 7 centimeters dilated. And I'm like, listen, lady, I was to a point where I was scared that if I was to get the epidural any later than what I was at, I would move and I'd be paralyzed. I got the epidural and they were like, oh, here, you gotta sign this paperwork. And I was in too much pain. I'm like clenching onto the side of the bed. I told John, just sign whatever, like get it done. So now the nurse is holding my hands. I'm sitting up on the side of the bed. It's still, and I was like, listen, lady, like, I don't want to hurt you. I hear the doctor talking and he's saying what's going on. And I'm like, give me John because I don't want to hurt your hand and squeeze your hand too hard. Like, John can take it. And she's like, oh, John's not in the room. And I was like, John's not in the room. Who's the doctor talking to then? To find out the papers that he signed were so he could fucking teach. This guy is playing in my back, in my spine. I feel it in my spine. He took it out and then he did it again. And he's teaching somebody. And when she said that, I went, are you flipping kidding me right now? You are not teaching a whole bunch of kids while you're playing in my spine. It could potentially paralyze me. And he has the nerve to go, oh, is this your first child, miss? Does it fucking matter if it's my first kid? You're playing in my spine and chit-chatting. I may have overreacted a little bit. After everything was all said and done, I didn't feel any more pain. I was like laying there and he was like, do you feel that? Are you okay? And I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak out. I was in excruciating pain and I was scared you were going to paralyze me. And he was like, oh no, I understand. It's fine. Racist. So I can't feel anything from my legs down. Everything is completely numb. I feel absolutely nothing. Around 4 o'clock, she's like, you're ready to go. You're 10 centimeters dilated. And we're off to the races. So because I can't feel anything, I have John holding my one leg, his mom holding my other leg. And I'm useless. Like, I'm looking at them like, I am so sorry. I can't help you. Like, there's nothing I could do for you right now. John's mom, she's like, don't worry, I won't look. And I'm like, listen, lady, at this point, like, we all have lady parts. You know what your lady parts look like. It's the same thing, just on a different body. So here we go. Like, let's bring your grandson into the world. So it takes about a half hour because she's like, push. Now I am so exhausted. I didn't get much sleep. I'm trying to stay awake. I'm trying to push. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't feel anything at all. And she's like, push. And I'm like, what do you mean push? Like, am I pushing right? Like, I can't feel anything. And she's like, push like you're pooping. First of all, wrong advice to give somebody. Don't push like you're pooping if you don't feel anything. You just push. Just try and push. Their ball up there, like it looked like what could have been a camera, but it wasn't. And so I see like everything that's going on. So I'm like pushing, and they're like, yeah, the baby's coming, the baby's coming. No, the baby would come out and then like come right back in. So I'm like watching this. I'm like, you're lying to me. Like you're lying. Like I see what's going on. You're lying. Finally, I give one big push. The baby comes out. You see the baby's head. Now the baby's out, like crowning. I guess that's what they call it. Totally freaks me out the fact that the baby's just chilling there and like my body parts are like squeezing him from the neck down. When the baby's head was out, all the nurse said to me was, he's in distress. You need to keep pushing and push him out now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all she needed to say was that my baby was in distress. The next push, he was into the world. Oh, I had my son. He was 7 pounds, 13 ounces. He was born at like 4:23, 4:20. That's how my baby was welcomed into the world. And now he's 4 years old and it flies by. They grow every day. And he's still got the same big head he had when he was in the womb, except it's a lot bigger now. And he's doing wonderful. Say thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Please like.
Please like.
And subscribe
And subscribe.
if you want to hear more of my stories and how my mom life goes. Eventually I'll be posting videos about cooking and nutrition and different things that I've learned over the course. Yeah, cooking videos.
I like cooking.
Over the course of my motherhood journey.
I am making cookie with spaghetti
And spaghetti.
Meatballs.
And meatballs.
The chicken. So I
Raviolis.
can get big and strong.
And chicken, so we can get big and strong. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Mwah.